Good morning to all. Myself is Archana. I discuss this topic in substrate and a biomass profile in bachelor's continuous culture interaction. Microbial growth is often modeled using monotype kinetics, how substrate concentration S and biomass exchanges. We compare batch and continuous system under same feeder. Batch culture. Yeah, batch culture is a type of closed microbial culture system in which a fixed amount of sterile nutrient media is included with a microorganism and allowed to growth without any addition or removal material except for gases changing during the process. Batch culture diagram. Batch culture closed system simplest used for small scale or antibiotic productions. Feed batch good for controlling nutrient limitations. Continuous best for maximum productivities over long period. System input the compare uh, the the compare the three cultures: batch culture, feed culture, continuous culture. Batch culture, no additional feed after start, um, no removal unit and the volume of constant. Feed batch, fresh medium added the granularly, no removal unital and volume and increases. Continuous, fresh food and food added continuously. Culture both removal seamlessly. Volume and constant. Advantage of advantage of advantage of advantage of bio advantage of batch culture: simple to operate and control, suitable for small scale production, low risk of contaminations due to selected system. Disadvantage: limited productivity due to nutrient depletion, requires downtime for cleaning and fertilization between batches, not suitable for continuously product supply. Application: antibiotic productions, enzyme production, um, academic and lab scale research, um, bearing and food fermentations. Continuous culture. A continuous culture is a open microbial system where fresh nutrient medium is continuously added to a bioreactor and equal volume of culture. Both is removal, keeping the volume and conditions condition content. It is allowed for the continuously growth of microorganisms under steady state conditions. Continuous culture diagram. A charmoster is a bioreactor where fresh satellite medium is continuously added and used. Culture is a removal at the same rate. The culture visual contains microorganism growth in liquid medium. A flow regulator controlled the rate at which fresh medium enters. A magnetic stereos mixed the constant to containing uniformity. An air filter ensuring state airflow. The substance culture water collected, overflow this ensuring constant volume and steady state growth. Used for industrial fermentations, wastewater treatment and enzyme protein productions. Advantage of continuous culture. Suitable continuous productions of biomass or metabolism, higher productivities over time, better control over growth rate and environmental, reduced growth compared to batch. Disadvantage. Technical more complex to operator, risk of contaminations over long runs with a washout risk if DDD is too high. Application. Industrial fermentation. Example, amino acid ethanol. Wastewater treatment. Activated sludge system. Microbial physiological studies. Continuous productions of enzyme or proteins. Batch and continuous. Batch and continuous aspect. Batch culture, continuous culture. Aspectல வந்து system type, closed system, open system. Nutrient uses வந்து substrate completely consumed, substrate partially ferments. Growth space வந்து environmentally recharge the stationary spaces can maintain steady state growth. Control time based duration rate. In batch, equality starts once and finished like packing a cake in continuously. It's like a flowing system. Content feeding and harvesting like a running fountain. Comparisons of batch versus continuous. Batch closed system, time dependent, substrate fully dependent, biomass reactor, biomass stationary spaces. Continuous open system, steady state, biomass reaches the sustainable spaces. Continuous open system, steady state, possible substrate partially remains biomass controlled by duration rate. Batch closed system, simplest, used for small scale or antibiotic production. Feed batch, good for controlling nutrient limitations. Continuously based for metabolism as productions over long period. Aspect batch culture, closed system. The system of closed system in the substrate completely consuming nutrient uses in growth spaces evenly reaches sustainary spaces. Controlled வந்து control time based. In batch, equality started once and finishes once like baking a cake. It is continuously. It is like a following system, constant feeding and harvesting like a running fountains. Continuous culture, Continuous culture. A chamber is a bioreactor where fresh satilating medium is continuously added and used. Culture is removed at the same rate. The culture visual contains microorganisms, growth liquid medium. A flow regulator controls the rate at which fresh medium enters. A magnetic Schneider mixed the constant to maintain uniformity. An air filter and a air filter ensuring stagnant airflow. The splintered culture bottle collector overflow, this ensuring constant volume and steady state growth. Used for industrial fermentation, wastewater treatment, and enzyme production, protein productions. The wastewater treatment, the relevant the wastewater treatment relevantly home using uh, uh, gardening using harvesting irrigated, the uses of wastewater treatment. The system batch in 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 status of batch, no additional feeded after start in input stages, no removal unit end is output stages. Volume changing constant, the volume changing வந்து constant. feedback வந்து feedback input stage, the input stage of fresh medium added gradually. uh, the output stage of no removal unit and volume the volume change of increases continuously. Fresh food, continuous culture. So continuous batch culture. uh, input stage fresh feed added continuously. In input stage, output stage, cultured both removal simultaneous constant. In output stage, volume changing in constant. The batch culture of closed system, time dependent, substrate fully dependent, biomass recharge, stationary places, substrate completed consumed in using nutrient uses, growth spaces, environmentally reaches stationary spaces in growth spaces. Controlled, time-based controlled. Continuous culture, open system, substrate partially ferment. can maintain steady state growth. Growth space of the can maintain steady state growth. Control dilutions rate based. It is continuous. In continuous, it is like a following system, content feeding and harvesting like a running fountain. Last but system type, nutrient users, growth spaces, controller. System type வந்து open system, nutrient users வந்து substrate, partially feminine in nutrient users, growth spaces can maintain steady state growth. Controller dilutions rate based. Conclusion: monotic kinetic pesticides, growth based on the substrate availability. Batch good for the product assimilation. Continuous good for steady biomass product apply under identity food. Substrate extend in batch, controlled in environment in continuously. Thank you.